he's a small dude trying to run through picks of huge human beings, and they're getting them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't lie, man. If we had a superstar here in Atlanta that the last 3 years we ended up losing him, I might be one of those fans to be in the stands and gasp every time he hit the ground. Because again, I'll just say this as a fan, the injury to Derrick Rose and the fact that they didn't really get to see this man perform for a while. I mean, it's a travesty, but injuries do happen. The fact that Derrick Rose didn't get to play all this time. I mean, again, it's a travesty, but injuries happen. So I think dude is back though, man.
Exactly.
I mean,
because my thing is this: the way he's playing, you can tell he's not worrying about it. Why should I be?
Right.
He's done worrying about it.
The last time he came back before he got hurt, he was playing tender anyway.
Yeah, he talked about it.
He wasn't playing at a breakneck speed.
Right.
That dude is back. I mean, he's back playing Derrick Rose basketball.
Yeah, exactly. He's not worrying about it. Stop worrying about it, people. The man he's playing ball. When he came, like Rob just mentioned, the first time he came back, he actually talked about crazy stuff like, I want to be able to walk after basketball and go see my son do this and that and the other. And it was like, all right, you're getting real morbid about things now. We're talking about a knee injury, not an amputation. They're not gonna cut it off, dude. They're just gonna get in there and clean it up a little bit. But yeah, and the other thing that's weird about this whole thing is that Tom Thibodeau is on the hot seat, like the extremely hot seat too, not like the fake warm one, like you need to make the playoffs or else we're firing you. No, he's in the playoffs. And right before we start recording, a new article about the same subject came out. I didn't read it obviously because we started recording, but the headline said even if he wins a championship, they want him out. What? What is that about?
Again,
what?
No, no, don't act like we ain't seen this before. We've seen this before.
We saw it after 6. After 6. You know how long that city has been waiting for another one, especially from the son of the city, Derrick Rose, to bring one. And now you tell these people that guess what we're gonna do after this happens? Get rid of the coach that Derrick seems to like. You know what I mean? That the players seem to play for, because those dudes run through brick walls for this dude. He gets those dudes to play way over their heads. But for whatever reason, he and the front office don't get along. They're not on the same page as far as things, because they're the one. The front office is the one who. Yeah, he put those. The front office put those playing time restrictions on guys like him, like Derrick and Pau Gasol and those things. And Thibodeau is like, whatever, balls to the wall, let's go, everybody. You know what I mean? In the bunker, let's go. We're going to war. And he wasn't really with that. He wanted to get that synergy. We talked about it before the playoffs started, how they only played 22 games together as a starting unit. And now that they have this starting unit, we're getting to see a little bit of what this team really is. And for anybody who's like, oh, that's BS, that's just the media. Guess what? Guess who believes it, though? The Orlando Magic. Because do they have a head coach yet? No, they do not. You know why? Because they're waiting. They're waiting to see if Tibbs gets fired before they hire their head coach. So while you might think, oh, that's just the media trying to pump stuff up and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? The people who it matters to, they believe it too. The Orlando Magic. Because they don't have a head coach. And we're about to have the draft lottery. So there's that. Moving on. The other game last night, the Chris Paul-less Clippers took on the Houston Rockets. And again, entertaining game from all aspects. Everyone seemed to be having fun. Doc Rivers was over there smiling and getting it up with the crowd and getting it up with James Harden and those boys and having a good old time. His boy got the start.
Mike Woodson over there eating people's food again.
Really, again?
No, I'm playing.
Greedy ass Woody.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But yeah, old Austin got the start last night at point guard and started off rough for the young man too. Oh boy, it's a different game when you get get your name, you hear your name called out by the PA guy as a starter. Man, yeah, Austin was out there trying to do a little bit much. Ended up playing well though. Ended up settling in. Got the jitters out the way. Played well. I think he ended up with something like 17 points last night. Obviously didn't blow it. I didn't give you guys the score, but the Clippers won 117-101, taking a 1-0 lead against the Houston Rockets on their home court, as a matter of fact. So
you got to see your boy? You got to see your boy get it in last night.
Who?
Oh, Mr. J Crossover.
Oh, yeah, come on. I'm going to call that dude, Mr. Green Light. It's only one light. There's no such thing as any other light. That dude got his wrist cocked coming off the bench. He on the bench with his wrist already cocked for the shot.
Already.
Yeah, that dude there, he gets buckets up. Like whether they hitting or not. And they was hitting last night. He's one of the main reasons they won the game last night. He came off the bench and gave them 21 good points last night. A couple three balls that they'd been struggling a little bit from the three, but got a couple to go. Got one to go off the backboard, which whatever counts the same. But took a lot of those ball handling duties that Chris Paul usually handles as well. So that's okay. Sorry, something just caught my attention. Some foolery I'm looking at here. I remember one time. I'm gonna say this. Drew Gooden tried to big time me one time at Sharif Abdul-Rahim's bowling.
Drew Gooden.
Yeah, that dude tried to big time me one time at Sharif Abdul-Rahim's bowling. Yeah, had a bowling thing for charity.
Come on, man.
Yeah, like we trying to get like pictures for the radio station and all. He's like, nah, man, I ain't here for that, man. I'm just here to chill or whatever. Like, what? Do you realize who you are, dude? I even had a pretty girl with me too. Like, one of the chicks I work with. I was like, yeah, get in the picture with this dude, man, with this tall dude here. He was like, nah, man, I'm good, man. I ain't here for that, man. I'm just here to support and all that. I was like, all right, I'm out. No further conversation needed. Yes.
Oh my God.
Drew effing Gooden.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was my exact thought. I was like, did that just happen to me? I thought
Drew Gooden.
This is the same night.
I would have wanted to be like, you Drew Gooden anyway. I'm good.
Right. It's the same picture I got. The same picture that you see me with Vernon Forrest. That's the same day. Like the champ, the champ was there, and he had no problem. He's like, yeah, dude, come on, cool, But Drew Gooden was too good. He was like, whatever. You know what my name is, Gooden. I'm too good for all this. No, he didn't say that, but whatever.
Yeah.
Screw that dude. Anyway, back to right to the Clippers and the Rockets.
Yeah, screw Drew Gooden.
Blake Griffin, man. God, I talked about this last week, man. How I don't want to say I'm proud of the dude, but I'm like I like it, man. I like when dudes like evolve. You know what I mean? From just being one-dimensional, one-note type dudes to a dude that can play ball. And Blake Griffin, my guy, can play ball. He can actually play ball. He's not just a dunk. He dunked on a couple people last night. Yeah, because he's a different dude. Like, yeah, yeah, because he's entertaining to me.
I remember a couple years ago, boy. Blake couldn't get a break from you, Big Mike.
Because it was just because you know what he was.
Get a break.
You know what Blake Griffin was? He was a running quarterback. I have no need for you. Like after I get over the excitement, I'm done. You need to give me more.
You were like, I just remember you were just like, no, Blake Griffin, no, he is a manufactured superstar.
He was. Yeah. He's a dude that dunked and got people all excited, but couldn't hit free throws. Didn't have no sense of a post game.
He don't put some work in it.
Man, this dude is handling the ball. This dude got 3 triple doubles in the postseason.
Yeah.
2 back to back. Yeah, I'm all about that life, man. When dudes actually are self-aware enough to say, you know what, if I want to be more than just this, I need to do these things, and he does them. Yeah, of course, I'm on your side now. I'm 100% Blake Griffin to the core.
He legit. Yeah, he's come a long way. Long
They
way.
rolled this dude. It was to the point where who was doing the game last night? Was it Weber doing the game or Reggie Miller doing the game last night? I can't remember, but it was so funny. Like on the outlet, the point guards were passing it to the power forward to run the offense. Like how DeAndre he'll get the rebound and outlet to Chris Paul. They were outletting the pass. They were throwing the outlet pass to the power forward Blake Griffin. This was happening for real. And I'm like, this is not going to turn out good for anyone involved. How wrong was I? That dude said, you know what I'm going to do? Yeah, mess around and get this triple-double on that ass. Harden. Remember we talked about James Harden. A couple things happened with him. He only took 13 shots last night. But even bigger, he only went to the free throw line 6 times. Remember we talked about that before the regular season ended. Like a lot of what James Harden does in the regular season, for whatever reason, he gets those calls, but then turn around in the postseason and, not just putting on the referee because he took a lot of jump shots last night as well. He wasn't as aggressive as he usually is. But for a guy like that who usually is in the double digits in free throw attempts to only get 6, yeah, that's costly for his ball club because they depend on those points. Kevin McHale talked about, like, I think coming out of halftime, he talked about how lethargic his team was and how they were playing like very, very uninspired. It's like they saw Chris Paul over there in the Blazer and was like, "We got this." No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah,
And
that's how the Hawks thinking. That's how the Hawks thinking right now.
Is
with
that what's
John
happening?
Wall out.
I haven't even looked up. What else happened during this game? Something very encouraging, to people who love to see the big man have an impact on the game. There was like a couple of exchanges between Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan that were very, very entertaining, man. Like, a couple times Dwight got DeAndre, and then somebody would block somebody else's shot, and then somebody would come back and block the other person's shot. But then like DeAndre would get an and one, or Dwight would catch an alley oop. It was like a nice little exchange there. You saw two dudes, kind of 7-footers. I know Dwight's only like about 6'11" or so, but for all intents and purposes, 2 7-footers actually, doing work. And they had a little hacker thing going on real quick. This is when Doc was kind of like laughing and kidding around, because I guess him and Kevin McHale have like a handshake gentleman's agreement that they won't do it. Screw that. I'm not agreeing to nothing, because at the end of the day, yeah, if I need a W, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I mean, aside from the fact that both teams have terrible free throw shooters on them.
Right. Yeah. Now, this whole thing with, Dwight Howard, I mean, he self-admitted right at the beginning of the playoffs that he hasn't been this healthy in the past, 3 years.
Looks like it, too.
So
he looks good.
So, yeah, a healthy Dwight Howard, like right now, like, do you think, like right now in these playoffs, with everything that he, missed during the regular season, do you think he's kind of living up to the expectations right now, right in this moment?
It depends on what you call expectations. I mean, he's playing well. He's not by no means is he dominating basketball games. But
so you think you are under the impression that he should dominate games?
No. What I'm saying is he's playing his role. And his role is different than it's been when he was with Orlando.
Right.
He's not the centerpiece of what they do anymore. So in that aspect, yeah, Dwight's playing his role. He's rim running. He's playing defense. He's protecting the rim. He's catching alley-oops. And every now and then, they'll throw the dog a bone. Give him a little some post action down there. He gets to use that little sweep and jump hook or that drop step he likes to use to the baseline. Yeah, every now and then they give him one. But as far as him being quote unquote dominant big man, yeah, because here's the other thing too. He's got DeAndre Jordan on his back too. That's about 270 pounds of grown man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right,
so he's not going to bust out for 40 points in no game against that dude.
But I don't even. I'm one of these people that have kind of just said Dwight is who he's gonna be. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's not gonna be a dominant, like he had to be dominant in Orlando, because he was the centerpiece. But it's like when I say live up to the expectation, I just mean like as being a solid player, because that's my expectation for him at this point. Like,
yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, Dwight's a very for dude that's been in the league like about a decade now. He's kind of like I talked about during the regular season. He's pretty much just settled into a role. He's not that dude. He's just a dude. He's a piece of the puzzle of hopefully a championship puzzle if you're a Houston Rockets fan. But no more than that. Like I can't look at Dwight and say you're that dude. You know what I mean? The way I would look at, let's say a Marc Gasol, like a Marc Gasol as a big man.
Yeah.
A guy who I'd say he's that guy. You know what I mean? As far as big men go, Dwight's he looks like he's feeling good. Caught a couple alley-oops that was like ridiculously armpit at the rim alley-oop type deals last night. So that happened. But that's who Dwight he's always been, and now that he's healthy, he can be who he's been. But I think what happened with Dwight is that build and that body, and people anticipated him being so much more than he ended up being, to the point now, like I said, a decade into the league, you are who you are. Him, Josh, they just who they are. It's time to stop being like, man, all that potential. It ain't potential no more. It's just who he is.
Right.
His potential may not have gotten to the point where you thought it would get to, but guess what? he's still a very nice player. Here's the other